There's all kinds of stuff down there. Yeah, there's stuff down there. There's all kinds of stuff. Hot dog! We've got both.
Basically, we're here today to assist you guys with the recovery or partial recovery of the Alice Dean, just being the significance of the historical value of it. And we have the side scan sonar and the ROV that we're going to be using to locate the Alice Dean. And hopefully the weather cooperates with us and we can locate it here fairly quickly once we get our boat.
If I'm not mistaken, right now it's going to be in probably about 20 feet of water, possibly slightly more, and it's what they would consider black water. So you don't have any visible light really permeating down to that portion of the river from the surface. So you have to rely on what lights are available to you. The ROV is equipped with two very bright side lights on it, but at that depth and with the clarity of water that we're going to experience today, you're going to look to need to be within about 6 inches to 1 foot, if not closer, to that object to be able to illuminate it to potentially get an identification. Well, the sonar will pick up any large objects that are not of the same material or character of the other surrounding terrain that's underneath the water. What you have to remember is that depending on how any of those objects may be laying on the surface or potentially partially under the surface, that you may get an image that could potentially be a cannon or part of a stack off of the boat, but it may be interpreted as a stick up or a log until you're physically able to go up and identify that object as being something. Some good sonar images that we have a potential target that could be the Alice Dean, then I think it's a definite benefit to them, because we can give them an exact location as to where it's at. They can go down. The human eye is always better than a video camera, even though you can put both of them within the same proximity of something. The human sense of touch and the human eye is always better in those situations than the camera.
100 foot off the bank, we might. Hey, we need to. You got that on? Or in the water, everything, Jim? Ready to go? Jim, if you want to put the torpedo in the water. Okay, watch out, we're going to drop it down, buddy.
All right, go ahead. Make sure to tell me what it
Higher right there, like a shelf. That's what I'm saying.
Shelf right
like a dike or something.
It'd be nice.
That does look promising right there, maybe, but
that first stuff that showed up.
Not a good pictures. What we had, well, look, that stuff's suspended though. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Oh, God.
That's part of the framework.
Yep. That almost looks like the front of it and the.
Look at that.
That's what I'm saying. See how it looks like it's broke off?
Oh, my God. That looks like the whole thing. That looks like the whole thing. A whole section.
Hey, look, there looks like a rope attached to it.
Would you quit?
No,
Look,
serious.
a mermaid!
No, seriously. There was something that was coming up higher and going down lower. You can see it just like a cable going through the water.
Don't you think it looks like the boat's broke off? Maybe that's where they broke it in two when they tried to raise it before. It looks like the bow or the stern is dropped in.
Don't you think that whole thing's kind of laid flat, and we're looking at the?
To me, it almost looks like it's like this.
You're looking at the framework.
Okay.
You're looking at the framework.
Yeah, the framework of the boat.
It looks like it's coming out into the water at an angle 45 like that from upstream. It looks like it's broke down to me. Like this end's broke off, like this.
The outside end.
Yeah.
You think right, real close to that buoy, right above it? We got a little bitty buoy. It's right out there. You want us to try to put something bigger there? Yeah, you can see there's something there.
Huge.
Ready?
You need to get the mode.
Yep.
You want to come to the front and go down to anchor?
That's what we're trying to do.
Here, do me a favor. Run this through your
Fowler's in.
Alpha safety.
There you go. Surgeon's 90%. UC's running line. We're going to do an arc off the boat. We're anchored.
What's up?
There's all kinds of stuff down there. When I first got down there, there's a big beam right down there.
So it's
What'd you feel?
but I felt a curved piece of wood
Really?
that had an actual ridge to it.
Like a hull of a boat, kind of?
It felt like probably the beam for the bottom of the hull.
And that beam would be square or a rectangular.
There was a square on that beam. It was a big one too.
So it'd be like the skeleton of the ship.
Huh?
It'd be like the skeleton.
Probably, yeah.
And that's what we noted on the sonar, was we actually located the center beam and the ribs coming out.
So there was some curvature in
Yes.
some of the
On some of the pieces, yeah, they definitely noted them as
Hey, you all right for right
non-natural
now?
environments. Anything you would like to say before we go away? But thank you very much, Ms. Betty O'Day.